Hello and welcome to my channel once again. I am Atuluku Sunday, the data desk, and today we'll be looking at pivot table. Oftentimes people have asked what's a pivot table. Pivot table is quickly put as a summary table. Yeah. So supposing you have a data set like what I am currently having on the screen, and you wish to summarize and make meaning out of these data sets, what you do, you need a pivot table. So it helps you to categorize your data into headers that you can easily draw your objectives from. So without speaking much, let me just go straight into how to use the pivot table. So the first thing you are going to do is this. I'm going to insert tab, then you will see pivot table here. So I will click on pivot table, and once you click on pivot table, you see a dotted line around it here showing that it has been highlighted. Then I want it on a new worksheet, so I'm going to click new worksheet and I click OK. Now notice that on this left hand side you have pivot table 1, and you can see to build a report, choose field from other. Then by the right hand side you can see pivot table fields. Now on the right hand side you can see that each of the columns are actually noted down here, and all other files under that column are written down here. So you see this, okay, so this gives you kind of an overview of what you want to do. Let me go back. Sorry about that. So this gives you an overview of what you want to do. So it puts all your data into the headers. So supposing I want to know which region my sales are coming from, I can simply drag the region to rows or column, any of the two, depending on how you want your table to be like. Now I can see that my regions have gone to rows. Then since it's sales we are talking about, I want to get the sales down to values. Now you can see that this is sums of sales. Mind you, this is not the profit. So these are the total sales that we are making, and you can see that we have east making this amount, north making this amount, south making this amount, and west making this amount, giving us a grand total of this value here. Now I want to create another summary. I go and highlight this, copy it, and then come down here and paste. Now after pasting, I'm going to delete this. I drag it out, and delete this. I drag it out. Now I have another pivot table. You can see that on this pivot table I want to see also the product that is making us the best profit. So I'll move products to rows, and then I would move profit. There's a profit column there, yeah. So I'll move profit to values. Now you can see that this is the products that are giving us the best profits. If you sort them, you can sort, yeah. So you can sort, more sort option, then ascending order. I'm going to sort it by the sum of profits. I click OK. Now you can see from this the mouse is making us the best profit. However, does the mouse give us more sales? So these are things that you can actually do. And also let me get out another summary for us. Control copy, beside it here I paste it also, then I remove this and this. I now go over to, I've done region, I've done products, let's say category. So I move category. Which category are we making profits? So I still drag profits to values. Okay, so accessories or electronics. So we have these two categories here. Now you can rename this. There are a lot of editing you can do. So you can rename this to categories. I've already done that. So you can rename this to products. So products, so it doesn't confuse you. Yeah, hopefully when I'm doing the full work I would get an objective and we can answer questions with it. So you can see that from here, this region, we've already categorized them, and we can see that from the east region, north, south, and west, it gives us the sum of sales. Then if you want the sum of profit and all that, if you want to even have two sums like profit and sales, you want to compare or something, you can move it also down here. You see we have sum of sales, sum of profit. So these are the sales we made, profit we made. So which of them is giving us the best profit, and is it correlating with the sales that we made and all that? So yeah, these are things you can do when working with your pivot table. Similarly, you can look out for payment method also. So I'm going to Control A, Control C, and paste it with Control V. Then I'm going to remove this and also delete this. So I'm going into payment method. So I select the payment method, and also let's get quantity that was sold via payment method, which how many quantities were sold. Okay, so you can see the card transfer. Okay, let's get profit also. Yeah, let's get profit also. I move profit down here, so you can see there's a number of quantity that people paid with card, then with cash, and those that did transfer. So with this, you can easily see that it helps you to summarize your data. It helps you to get your data in a simple form that you can easily go on and make decisions based on this. And after this, the next thing you are going to do is to get out your visuals. So you can get out your visuals from also going to insert. So let me use this for example. So you go to insert, then you go to either the recommended charts or any of the charts that you know about. You select the chart you want, yes, and let's say in this case, let me use column charts. Yeah, this is clear enough. So I select the column chart. So you can see this is giving me a chart to visualize what I have already. So you can see that from here, I just visualize this, and you can see my mouse is giving me the highest. We can do a lot of cleaning. So this is going to come up when I'm to do a full project for us. You can see this now. So let me do a little formatting here. Yes, I always love doing this. So yeah, so you can now see that we have this. You can change each of these colors in Excel, so we'll do that in the full project. But for now, if you followed me to this point, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment on the video. Yes, ask me questions, ask me what you want to know, ask me if you want me to cover any topic that is hard for you in Excel, and also data analysis. Yes, I'm open, I'm always free to answer you. So yeah, to continue, now you can see that from here it is now easy for us to represent what we've got on a graph. Yes, this is how we go about it. This is how we get our pivot table to help us to answer questions. So you can see from here, I think that's all we have to do. Let me see if we have any other category to look at. So I think that's all the categories there. Yeah, sales rep, you can also check sales rep. So let me bring that out. Let's see. Control A, control copy, and control paste. Now let me see the sales rep that made us the best profit. So I'm going to get the sales rep. Where are they? Scroll down. Now look at, if you put it on column, look at how it is. So that is why I usually put it on row, so that it gives me a definite what is called layout. Now yes, it gives me a layout that is good, and you know, it looks presentable. Yes, with what I have here, you can see, and from this, once you sort them, you will see who gave us the best profit. And from here also, you can know how many of them made how many quantity they sold. Yes, I can put this to see how many quantities they sold and all that. So I'll remove that and leave it at this. If you followed me to this point, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.